Scorpion Supermoon. Hold on to your hats. There will be a full supermoon May 5th at 8:34 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 2012. The moon will be closest to the Earth in its orbit around the planet. This is called a perigee. And when it is furthest away, this is called an apogee. The moon will appear about 14% bigger and 30% brighter, right as it reaches its peak in the powerful, elusive, and emotionally intense sign of Scorpio. Since the sun will be in Taurus, then naturally the full moon is in its polar opposite sign of Scorpio. With the sun's energy impacting will and intention, and the moon's energy impacting home, security, and emotions in general, this will be a time of intense reflection on the things we have and that which we need to do to create the transformation of our world to fit our ideals. The full moon typically sheds light on situations we need to examine closely and change, but when the moon is in secretive Scorpio, the answers won't be obvious. The Taurus sun's conjunction with Jupiter happens once every 11 and a half years, and many people believe that this is what Eastern astrology is based on. Jupiter is the Roman sky god, also known by many other names around the world. Jupiter as a planet in astrolosophy represents expansion in the context of individual and group growth, spirituality, philanthropy, education, and community. Having Jupiter conjunct with the fixed Earth sign of Taurus means that the slow build of momentum associated with the slow bull is now ramping up to charging speed, contributed to this year's social changes ushered in by the dragon in Eastern astrology. With Venus slowing down to go retrograde in Gemini on May 15th, expect some challenges in your love life. These can be the kind of challenges that make you miserable, or these can be the kind of challenges that bring you what you always wanted. You must be creative to satisfy Mercury-ruled Gemini's influences on Venus. When Mercury goes retrograde, we expect challenges with communications, travels, technology, and commerce. But when Venus goes retrograde, it is a lot more subtle because there are so many traits associated with her. This will be a good time to rethink how we value or undervalue our talents, ethics, and love. Since Pluto is the designated leader of the revolution on this cusp of the age of Aquarius, expect his current position in Capricorn to be ambitious and unstoppable. While Saturn-ruled Capricorn likes to keep power in the hands of the status quo, Scorpio ruling Pluto is no stranger to stopping such power struggles. Be on the lookout for the blatant disregards for individual rights for the safety of the many, while the subtle usurping of power takes place in the shadows. Saturn and Mars trine with Jupiter, creating an intensely stubborn and relentless battle for the psyche and conscience of the planet and the collective unconscious of its inhabitants. Be on the lookout for people wanting to be blunt or keep it real, while at the same time not being able to stomach the frank discussions that they are initiating. As the supermoon climbs into the sky on May 5th and 6th, keep in mind the three-dimensional persona of Scorpius: the scorpion, the eagle, and the phoenix. The scorpion represents the raw part of emotions that causes us to react strongly and protect ourselves and loved ones in tough situations. The eagle is the aspect of Scorpius that is a born hero. This is a part of our personality that wants to save situations and people from the bad things out in the world. It is the part of human beings that can lift cars off the ground to save infants, run into a burning building to save others, and step in front of guns to protect loved ones and children. But one of Scorpio's undervalued gifts is that of the phoenix. The mythology of the phoenix is that of a firebird that arises completely in flames from the ashes of its own death. But the lesson beneath the story is the rebirth or transformation. This cycle of crashing, burning, and getting up to continue to fight is a story that connects everyone on Earth, regardless of social or economic class. This full moon in Scorpio is an invitation to relearn that lesson. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger and oftentimes makes you smarter and wiser. So, if things seem tough between Wednesday and the weekend while the moon is becoming full, stop and ask yourself, if you're in a situation where you can transition or transform the moment into an opportunity for growth and wisdom. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. With the Sun and Jupiter in Taurus, clearly there is opportunity for a lot of spiritual growth, and you should make lots of room for quiet time. With Mars in Virgo, expect that there will be plenty of self-criticism going on because you cannot accomplish everything on your endless to-do list. Pluto in Capricorn means that you will be fighting authority and also playing the authority figure that others are fighting. There is more than one way to get things accomplished. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This can be a great time to express any doubts that you are having in a relationship in a safe way. It is also a time to embrace your creative side and trust your intuition and dreams about work, where to find love, and how to live with love outside of expectation and judgment. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Do more listening and less talking this week. Listen to the people that you care for and repeat back everything that they said to you to clarify to them that you heard what they are communicating, not simply what you thought you heard. Libra should take leadership on this as they are excellent diplomats. Aquarius, you will be a lot more challenged this week because the moon being in Scorpio means that it is square with your sun sign. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Help everyone to express their honest thoughts and show people that it is not the end of the world when you argue or fight. In fact, that is usually the start of a productive and sincere discussion and a more authentic friendship. Make sure you stay physically very busy because of all of the contradicting Martian and Plutonian energies flying around this week are going to confuse everyone. Remember, everyone is inclined to be more emotionally raw this week and may take things personally. Give people the space to express themselves. Once they say what's on their mind out loud, they may change what they are thinking. And that's this week's report.